Yo, what's up with you, man? Uh, this is gonna be a quick, rundown on the draft, my thoughts. You feel what I'm saying? I want to get back on my sports talk. I'm just gonna go over just kind of brief rundown. Some teams I think did pretty good, some teams I think did pretty bad. I am a Kings fan, so I will be touching on the Kings pick and the trades, probably a little bit deeper in another video. You feel what I'm saying? Deeper, pause, I don't know. I'll go a little bit more in depth with that. But I am gonna touch the Kings a little bit in this video. But I'm just gonna go overall the draft winners, losers. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just gonna break it down. My thoughts, and then you tell me what you think and if you're feeling like, what I'm saying, the same way. So big winners, I will say is okay. First, I will start with the first two picks. A little weird. I think Washington got a sleeper in Sarr. I still do think Washington is in shambles right now. I mean, ain't you niggas finna lose y'all team or something? Like, ain't y'all move? I don't know. Washington is just in a weird fucking place. Kuzma might be leaving. My Kings might be trying to get him. Hey, Washington, let us take Kuzma off your hands and be well appreciated. Come on now, quit playing. But Washington's in a weird spot. I mean, they're at the bottom of the damn East. I mean, you can't get much worse than them. I mean, they were talking shit about the Pistons, ended up being damn near worse than the Pistons, which is crazy because the Pistons were historically bad. But yeah, with the Washington Wizards, I mean, they got a good center. I mean, it's somewhere to start, right? And I think Sarr probably would have been my pick for one for Atlanta. They went with the forward, and I mean, y'all already had DeAndre Hunter. You had Jalen Johnson, Bogey. I'm assuming you guys are gonna move off Bogey, the Kings legend. Um, I think y'all just traded AJ Griffin. Good pickup by the Heat, by the way. If that was true, I heard something like that. It's a good pickup by Miami. Miami's gonna make him a dog. Atlanta, y'all wasted his potential. My thing with Atlanta is I don't like how you guys are developing these players. And I get it. Trae Young was nice, man. He still does his thing, but I don't give so much credit to that to Atlanta because he's kind of been the same exact player from Oklahoma as he is now. I don't see that big of a jump. So I just think he's kind of always was kind of good. He would have been the same no matter where he went. So Atlanta, I don't like how y'all develop players, man. I don't think y'all develop players that great. So Reece Sachet is gonna need some developing, and I just think Atlanta, y'all got some work to do, man. Like, what are y'all trying to do? Are we rebuilding? You guys are bad. Like, y'all should have never fired Nate McMillan. I'm gonna keep it true. You should have never fired Nate McMillan. I don't know why that man is still not a coach. Somebody to hire that man. Y'all niggas is tripping for hiring my nigga Nate McMillan, bro. Like, that fucked y'all up. Y'all ain't recovered since then, if I'm not mistaken. So, I don't know. We'll see. Reece Shit was an interesting pick. I'm guessing Alex Sarr wasn't fucking with the Atlanta area. He played in Atlanta. He said, fuck this Atlanta shit. He didn't want to play for the Hawks. For whatever reason. It seems like he just didn't want to play for the Hawks, but he wanted to play for the Wizards, which is weird as fuck, dude. I mean, I guess you'd rather live in Washington than Atlanta. I don't fucking know. Whatever, man. But we'll see what Reece Sachet is. I think he has potential. I just think he needs to be developed right. I don't know if Atlanta's going to do it. I like Sarr. I think he needs some tuning too, but I think he's a great replacement for Daniel Gafford. They lost Gafford, got in Sarr. It's pretty much probably going to be a little bit taller Gafford. He's probably pretty much going to do the same things Gafford did. He's just going to be younger, a lot cheaper, and provide a lot of the same stuff. So I like that move for the Wizards. Trailblazers, I did like the Clingan pickup. That was a very nice pickup. I think the writing is on the wall. That man DeAndre Ayton is finna freaking leave. I wouldn't mind him on the Kings. It's just his motor's so weird. I think he could fit with Sabonis. I'm not gonna try and make this a Kings video, but I would like him on the Kings. But his motor is weird. He don't play full effort. This was even top 10 in blocks this year. Like, didn't even finish top 10 in the blocks statistics. Does anybody know that? Did he finish top 10 in blocks? That's what I do want to know. You feel what I'm saying? So it's questionable there. What else can we get into? So he's gonna leave. Clingan, I think, is a great replacement. I like his motor a lot better. I like his work ethic. He's gonna give it his all. I like his passing. I think Clingan is an Isaiah Hartenstein 2.0. That's my comp. Isaiah Hartenstein or Hartenstein. I'm gonna say Hartenstein. Isaiah Hartenstein 2.0. They're about the same size. He might be a little bit bigger than Isaiah Hartenstein, but I think he's gonna be that type of player. Effort, rebounding, inside player. I don't think he's really ever going to be too much of a shooter, but who knows? You never know nowadays. But I think he's just going to be like Isaiah Hartenstein type player. And yeah, I like Clingan. I think Clingan's nice, man. Y'all finessed him the fuck from the Memphis Grizzlies though. The Grizzlies wanted him so bad. Like I know they wanted him so bad. And as soon as y'all took him, they said, "Fuck, who's the next biggest nigga in this motherfucking draft class? Fuck, there ain't no bigs. Fuck, shit. Give us motherfucking Zach Edey. Shit, the next biggest nigga." And I'm not sure about Zach Edey. He is big, but just because you're big doesn't mean you're a defender. And I like Zach Edey. I would have liked if my Kings took him. But I'm afraid, I'm hoping it's not like a Taco Fall situation. The only difference with Taco Fall is he was a much better defender, paint defender than Edey was. But Edey is a better scorer than Taco was. He's like the offensive version of Taco Fall. You see, it never worked for Taco Fall, even though he's a giant and pretty much an anchor down there. It just didn't work for Taco Fall for whatever reason. And I don't know, man. Edey, we're going to see, man. The league plays so fast. I think he might be a specialist type player, but I'm going to keep my hopes high for Edey because I do like Edey. So we'll see what he does. He's going to be a nightmare to fucking guard. I'm going to keep it trill. But I do like the Edey pick for the Grizzlies. I mean, you have to get somebody. I probably would have went Khalil Ware maybe, but this draft wasn't too crazy with the centers. I mean, we had Clingan, and pretty much Clingan was top notch, and all the other centers were kind of like projects, kind of, or iffy. Like even Edey was like, like Clingan was probably the most sure thing, like Clingan. But the bigs this year weren't the best. I mean, we just came off a draft with Wemby and then Chet the year before that, so we got a little spoiled with the center. And then Sarr, I guess Sarr was deep. But even then, like, we don't really know. Like, there's no sure lock, like, this big is going to be really, really good. The only one we really know about is Clingan. But Grizzlies got Edey. That's going to be interesting to watch. We'll see how he works with Triple J down there. We shall see. I did like what the Jazz did. Utah Jazz, I do like what y'all did. Y'all did some really, made some nice moves. Y'all did some interesting things. Y'all got Collier. I think he's going to need some development, but, I mean, y'all got another point guard. I'm guessing you guys are moving on from Sexton. It's going to be Collier and Keontae George. I think y'all should have got maybe more of a point guard. Maybe would have went Topic. Maybe where did Topic go? Topic went before or after? Topic went to Oklahoma City. Topic went after. So I would have went Topic, man, because I think Keontae George, if he just plays primarily the 2 and you put Topic at the 1, that could be a nice backcourt. Keontae George, how tall is he? Like 6'3", 6'4"? He's not too small. He's pretty slight. But Topic is like a legit 6'6", 6'7", and he literally just replaced freaking Josh Giddey, Pete Giddey over there on the OKC Thunder. He literally just replaced him, which is crazy because they literally lost Josh Giddey and replaced him with damn near an exact carbon copy. He does pretty much the same exact thing Giddey does. He's tall. They didn't really lose. They lost because a lot of people are like, man, they're gonna lose a 6'8" point guard. How can you do that? A 6'8" young point guard? Well, we're gonna get a 6'7" young point guard. So he's pretty much an inch shorter, about the same height, still a big point guard. Can pass just as good, if not better. And he's gonna pretty much provide the same exact thing. The only difference is we don't gotta pay him $100 million like the Chicago Bulls do. So yeah, we pretty much just replaced Giddey with another cheaper, younger version of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a win-win right there, even though it's going to take them some time to play. But back to the Jazz, I do like what you guys did with Williams. I really would have liked to see him go to the Thunder. We'll see what he turns into. I think he has a lot of potential. I do think he's kind of a raw prospect. I think he's going to take a little bit more development. Still slight. I'll give him like 2-3 years. His brother developed pretty quick. It took him like by year 2. I think this was year 2 for him, right? This year he kind of took that leap. And then even then you see in the playoffs, there were still some struggles though. So I'll give his brother about, it seems like they develop quick if he's like his brother. We'll give him about 2 years. By year 3, I think he'll be really good. And then Collier, we'll see what he does. He's not really a point guard facilitator that much. He tries to be. I think he can clean up some stuff. So we'll see. And then you guys got Kyle Flipowski, which I think is interesting. I really think he plays like Lauri Markkanen. Like, he reminds me a lot of Lauri Markkanen when I watch him play. Like, he can do a little bit of everything. 7 foot. He might be a little bit better perimeter defense on perimeter-wise because he does move his feet. I like how he sticks with guards. He can switch. He can put them on people, which is valuable. I'm a little surprised he slipped so low. I was almost hoping my Kings would get him because I'm like, yo, if he's there at 45, which was a long shot, but I'm like, hey, he's already slipping. I'll take Kyle Flipowski, put him with Sabonis, another little stretch. He could shoot the ball, put it on the ground. He could, defend. He could switch. I mean, he's pretty much a good prototype to put in the NBA. I know he's not the best at protecting the rim, but I like his potential. And he reminds me of like a Lauri Markkanen a little bit. He reminds me of like a Lauri Markkanen, 7 foot, dude, kind of could shoot, kind of all around a little bit. Markkanen's a little better shooter, but yeah, I like that pick. I don't know. It's like are we moving on from Lauri Markkanen to Flipowski? I'm not sure if that's what we're doing. That might be the way. Don't know what y'all finna do, but that's what I'm guessing y'all might be doing. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little bit interesting, but we'll see, man. If y'all want to get rid of Markkanen, hit up my boy Monty McNair. But anyways, I do like what the Jazz are doing. I think you guys are still kind of in no man's land. I'm not sure if you guys are gonna be a playoff team next year. I don't fucking know. Who else is a good team? Bulls got Matas. Y'all mother effers, man. I thought he was slipping. Once he got past number 10, I was like, yo, if he falls to 13, man. Matas Buzelis was, oh my goodness, he was right there. But I knew he wasn't going to keep dropping. I think the Bulls would have took Ron Holland if he didn't go to the Pistons. Because I was actually surprised Ron Holland got drafted top 5. A lot of people had him dropping. I don't know why. He honestly has the potential to be the best player in his draft based off everything he can do. I mean, he's 6'7", explosive, pretty much can do everything, dribble, needs to work on his shooting. If he gets his shooting down, he might end up being the best player in his draft. Pretty much, I mean, he looks like has the most, like, superstar upside, in my opinion. I think he could get to that level. I just think it's going to take some time. But he was just explosive. It's kind of what the NBA is all about. I like Ron Holland, and really pesky defender, gives full effort. He's just a dog, man. I like Ron Holland. So if the Pistons would have drafted Buzelis like everybody thought, I think Bulls would have got Ron Holland. But I would have took either one of them on the Kings. But anyways, I need to stop talking about the Kings. And at least not right now. But anyways, who was another good winner? Let me see. And my light just died. Who was another good player? Let me think. I'm trying to refer. I didn't write any of this stuff down. Thunder did good. The Spurs, I did like Castle. That was a good pick for the Spurs. The Dillingham situation was a little weird. I mean, I guess they're trying to build for the long term. They're like, yo, we're going to have Wemby for the next 15 years. Let's set some picks up for later. We can maybe draft for some star power in the future. Maybe not this year. We'll see how Castle does. And then next year, we'll get some more talent in. Maybe a little bit of a more deeper draft that might have some more star talent. Maybe we trade up, use some of these picks. And they're more setting themselves up for the future because I'm sure they're like, we're probably not going to win it all next year, right? So even with Dillingham, they probably wouldn't have just been like this crazy team. But anyways, that was a finesse pick by the Timberwolves, though. Dillingham with Ant is going to be crazy. I like that move. Dillingham, that's what fucking Ant needed in the playoffs. Conley just didn't have it. He's older, and Ant needed some help back there. It was literally just the Ant show. Cat, I don't know what's up with that nigga, bro. He just didn't do shit. Ant needed help. Gobert's not going to do it. Jaden McDaniels is really only a catch-and-shoot kind of guy. He's not going to do it. Was just really 1-on-5. And that's why the Mavs lost in the finals, because everybody they played, they just had to play 1-on-5. Well, the Clippers was just like, okay, we just got to guard an old-ass James Harden who's streaky as fucking old-ass Paul George. That don't really count. And we got to guard 2 niggas, but they're streaky as fuck anyway. And now it's probably their toughest series because they have to guard 2 niggas instead of 1. You know what I'm saying? Thunder is pretty much just guard Shea. Nobody else was doing anything. Thunder got exposed in that playoffs. I don't want to get too much into it, but yeah. They had to guard 1 nigga, and then they Wolves had to guard 1 nigga. Then the Celtics, all of a sudden, they got to guard 5, 6 niggas. Anyways, I like that pick for the Timberwolves. Now you got Rob Dillingham, a real pick-and-roll threat. He can pass. He can shoot. He's a little skinny, but that's fine. Anthony Edwards will take on the main assignment back there, and they got bigs in the back. So even if you do try and attack Rob Dillingham, there's still defenders everywhere on that court, so you can afford to give it up on him because you still got Ant who could pick up the guy. You got Jaden McDaniels down there, and if you get past all of them, you got Rudy Gobert you got to deal with. So he fits in perfectly. They needed some more offense. The defense is fine. They got defense everywhere. They got a defender in the backcourt, so it's not like it's complete just no defense in the backcourt. You got probably the best two-way guard in the NBA next to, two-way I'd say, because he's better offensively than Drew. So one of the best, probably the best two-way guard in the NBA and next to Rob Dillingham. I like that. And who else? Lakers got Bronny. I mean, we're not surprised there. We'll see. That's going to be, everybody's going to be tuning into that. I'm a Kings fan. I don't really, Lakers, you know how I feel about them. But I'll be tuning in to see Bronny and his dad. This is insane. Never been done before. It's pretty crazy. What else? Who else? What is another good pick? Topich was good by the Thunder. It's an airplane flying over right now. My bad for that, y'all. Let's talk about the Kings. Forget it. Devin Carter. I like Devin Carter. He's a dog. And now that we moved Davion to the Raptors, I like it better now because, like, dude, we had like 5-6 guards. I'm like, dude, we're already kind of guard heavy. I was kind of like, man, I didn't really want another guard, but I do like Devin Carter. I do think he's going to be a dog. I fuck with Devin Carter. Welcome to Sacramento, Devin Carter. I think you're going to be a beast with the Kings. We did need that dog mentality. That's one thing the Kings are missing. We didn't have like that dog with that energy, that passion, and he could guard on ball. He's bigger than Davion. He's big. He's long. He guards. He has boards, and I just like his energy. I like his intangibles more than anything. He just plays hard. He gives it his all. He just has that dog in him, man. We needed like that dog kind of guy in the locker room to kind of get guys like, yo, let's do it. He's a little older. He's a little bit more NBA ready. So I'm behind it. Welcome to Sacramento. I do like the pick. I was a little kind of like, the only thing I didn't like was just like we had so many guards. It was nothing against Carter. Just I don't really want many guards in general unless we had a real plan for forward. But now that I see we have a plan in place, I think Carter is an amazing addition to the Sacramento Kings. I think he's an excellent player, excellent defender, excellent rebounder, can score the rock. I think he's going to be great on the Kings. Him, Fox, Ellis, Monk, backcourt is going to be fire. So shout out to you, Devin Carter. I'm excited to see what you do for the Kings. Come bring some dubs to the city, man. And yeah, man, Devin Carter, man, I think he's going to be a fan favorite too. I think the fans are going to love him. They're going to see a ton of 22. If he's going to wear 22 Devin Carter jerseys. So welcome to Sac, man. You know, respect. Don't listen to all the other people hating. It's not you, man. We kind of we're so guard heavy. We didn't know what we're doing. Our fans can get a little toxic sometimes. So don't worry about it. We're going to love you, man. We support our team like no one else. Respect you, Devin Carter. Let's roll out. Let's rock. And yeah, I'm excited to have you play the rest of your career in Sacramento, man. Let's do it. Anyways, who's another guy? Who's another guy I can talk about? I like Khalil Ware to Miami Heat. I think he's gonna need some time to develop. I mean, Bam needed time to develop, so I like Khalil with the Heat. Yeah, there's just some good picks overall. I think I should just end this video. It's been kind of long. We're yapping a long time, but yeah, that's just some overall thoughts. If you want me to, if you guys want to hear me talk more about a specific team, specific player, drop down your guys' favorite team. Let me know if your guys' team did good in the draft. Your team did bad in the draft. So, if you're a little iffy, let me know. I'll be happy, I'll comment back. Let's have a discussion. And yeah, thank you guys. And you have a blessed day. Peace.